Welcome to this explainer. So you've probably been here. You type a request into an AI, hit enter, and just sit there staring at the screen as it spits out complete, useless nonsense, right? We have literally all been there. But today, we're going to fix that. We are going to contrast those frustrating basic AI prompts with the proven frameworks that professionals use to get high-quality results every single time. It's not magic, it's just structured communication. Let's get right into it.
Okay, here is our roadmap for today. We're looking at structuring your prompts, assigning roles and refining, complex tasks and images, and finally, the master cheat sheet. This will take us from fundamental structural frameworks all the way to advanced, multi-step workflows.
Section 1. Structuring your prompts. We're looking at the CRFT and RTF frameworks. We'll start by fixing the absolute most common structural mistakes beginners make when talking to AI.
Let's look at a classic, totally flawed beginner prompt. Write a blog on diabetes. We've all typed something exactly like this, right? But it fails miserably. Why? Because it completely lacks context and constraints. When you make the AI play a guessing game about your audience, your tone, or the length, well, you get a generic, uninspired, and sometimes wildly inaccurate output.
To fix this, enter the CRAFT framework. It's a brilliant little checklist that guarantees you give the AI everything it needs. CRAFT stands for context, so giving the background information, role, which tells the AI exactly who to act as, action, describing what you actually want, format for specifying the desired output, and tone to define exactly how it should sound. Doing this leaves absolutely nothing to chance.
And this brilliantly illustrates the massive upgrade you get when you switch from that generic command to a highly engineered CRAFT prompt. Instead of vague request, the AI now knows, hey, I'm an experienced endocrinologist talking to newly diagnosed type 1 patients. It knows to organize the text with headings, use bullets, and keep the tone simple and encouraging. The difference in the result you get is like night and day. It's for sure going to save you hours of editing.
But what if you don't need a massive, complex output for every single thing you do? Well, the RTF framework offers a faster, streamlined alternative that is just perfect for your everyday tasks. It strips the whole checklist down to 3 absolute essentials: role, task, and format.
Let's look at the contrast here. Asking "Give Spring Boot interview questions" is probably going to give you a messy, completely random list. But look at the RTF version. Role: Senior Java Interviewer. Task: Create 10 Spring Boot interview questions for 5 years of experience. Format: Markdown table with question and expected answer. See how defining a specific role and demanding a markdown format instantly transforms a messy output into professional-grade material? It is a total game changer.
Moving right along to Section 2, Assigning Roles and Refining, where we cover persona and iterative prompting. Let's see how this builds when we start assigning dynamic personalities and really conversing with the AI.
So imagine just throwing this at an AI. Explain blockchain. What happens? You're likely going to get a dry, jargon-filled encyclopedia answer that will probably put you right to sleep. But what happens if we change the perspective? Assigning a specific character completely rewires the AI's brain.
Look at this constraint. Act as a grandmother explaining blockchain to a 10-year-old. Notice how this forces the AI to use simple vocabulary and super gentle analogies. Suddenly, blockchain isn't a cryptographic ledger. It's, a shared notebook that all your friends can see so nobody can cheat at a game. It makes incredibly complex concepts instantly accessible.
Now contrast that with this persona. Act as a university professor explaining blockchain to engineering students. We are talking about the exact same topic, but this instantly unlocks highly technical academic depth. The AI is going to dive straight into cryptographic hashing and decentralized consensus. By simply changing the persona, you change the entire lens of the AI.
The absolutely crucial takeaway here is a shift in mindset. Beginners expect a perfect answer on the very first try, while professionals know they have to collaborate. Actually, scratch that. You have to treat the AI like a highly capable but very literal coworker. You don't just search and walk away. You converse. You iterate. Here is how the pros actually do it with iterative prompting. Step 1, you ask for a LinkedIn post about AI. Say it's a bit bland. Step 2, you reply, make it more engaging and add a personal story. Step 3, maybe it's a bit too long, so you say, keep it under 150 words. Step 4, let's add some emojis. And then step 5, you realize you don't like the emojis at all, so you tell it to remove them and make it more professional. By doing this step by step, you sculpt the output, providing continuous feedback until the result is exactly what you envisioned.
Okay, Section 3, Complex Tasks and Images. Let's look at image prompting and prompt chaining. Next, we'll explore how we can apply these exact same strict structures to visual AI and massive, multi-step projects.
If you've ever tried to generate an AI image, you know it can be a total wild card. If you aren't specific, you might end up with people having like 6 fingers or floating heads. This 6-part formula guarantees high-quality visual generation. You explicitly state the subject, the environment, the style, the lighting, the camera angle, and the details. Literally leave no blanks for the AI to fill in poorly.
This right here is the ultimate visual contrast. A basic idea like a baby reporter is going to get you a weird, distorted stock image. But look at this upgraded version. A cute 4-year-old Indian boy dressed as a TV news reporter, holding a toy microphone in front of a colorful monsoon street market. Pixar-style 3D, cinematic lighting, shallow depth of field, 16:9. The massive jump in quality proves exactly why that extra rich detail is absolutely mandatory for image models.
Now, for overwhelming text projects, we use prompt chaining. If you ask an AI to create a whole YouTube video, the result is going to be a superficial mess. Instead, chain it. Step 1, generate 10 ideas. 2, choose the best and create an outline. 3, write just the introduction. Then step 4, write the complete script. Move on to step 5 for thumbnail ideas. And finally, step 6, create your SEO title, description, and hashtags. Chaining divides the work into connected, manageable steps. And because the AI focuses all its processing power on one tiny task at a time, the quality just skyrockets.
Finally, Section 4, the Master Cheat Sheet, a quick summary of techniques. Let's wrap up this explainer by giving you a clear, actionable summary that you can use literally right away. Here is your ultimate cheat sheet mapping out all 6 techniques. Go ahead and screenshot this slide right now so you know exactly which tool to reach for next time you're stuck. You've got Craft for detailed, high-quality prompts on complex tasks. RTF is your go-to for fast, everyday work. Use Persona for expert-level perspectives and iterative prompting to refine those responses. The image formula gets you consistent AI visuals, and chaining breaks those massive projects into manageable AI-assisted steps.
So, I want to leave you with a challenge. Pick one real task today. How will you upgrade your next prompt? Whether it's writing an email or preparing for a big interview, will you keep settling for generic, frustrating responses, or will you apply one of these frameworks today and start communicating clearly? Choose a framework, experiment, and watch your results absolutely skyrocket. Thanks for joining this explainer. Get out there and level up your AI.